This is Monday afternoon, November 20th, on the San Jose State College campus. What you're watching is the result of a demonstration that began about an hour ago. The Professors Against the War and the Students for a Democratic Society had marched in front of the administration building to protest the recruitment on this campus by Dow Chemical Company of employees. The protest was based upon the fact that Dow makes napalm, which is used in warfare in Vietnam. My eyes are watering now, and so are those of Danny Alute, who's standing next to me, because of the smoke, apparently tear bombs, which broke up the crowd in front of administration and forced them to retreat down 7th Street in front of the cafeteria. As you can see, or did see, the San Jose Police Department moved in a cordon down 7th Street to push the crowd away from administration. The officials in charge of San Jose State promised that if this demonstration today proved to be violent, there would be law enforcement used. As we can see, that law enforcement is here and is prepared to remove those who would use means beyond freedom of speech to impress their views or their conditions on others. The chemical, whatever was used to disperse that crowd, had an immediate effect. And those of us on the roof of the cafeteria can hardly see because of the tears in our own eyes. Danny, you were covering this for SJS Reports. Tell us what your impression is of what's happening right now.
Well, I don't know. They called it a peaceful demonstration, but when they marched down there, the crowd fervor went up to such a point that people started throwing rocks and chairs through the window. It was at this point, I guess, that Dr. DeSalle, who was acting in place of President Clark, decided that police had to be called in and used. As you see now, they're being used and the crowd is dispersing. Now, it seems right now that they've gotten themselves in a bad point because now they're surrounded. And they're now grouping for a move to both ways to push the crowd back. They're going to have to call in reinforcement, it seems, because everybody's really mad about what has happened. They feel, I guess, that it was unjustified that the police used tear gas.
Well, Danny, when you say they, you're talking about perhaps at the most 1,000 students who are gathered here. Many of them were simply curiosity seekers. There are 23,000 students at San Jose State, and I would say that certainly we don't have that many out here.
Right. The people that handled this demonstration were the Students for a Democratic Society and the Professors Against the War. I don't think there were more than 100 hardcore demonstrators, but all these curiosity seekers seem to have gotten themselves involved. People are throwing things at the police now, stones, sticks, signs, chairs, and they're slowly moving down 7th Street.
Now, as you say, the crowd has gotten in back of the police, which was a situation that the Oakland police were able to avoid. But there goes another tear gas bomb, and that smoke is certainly going to have its effect. People certainly ran away from that because, believe me, it stings. Your eyes burn, and your eye fills up with teardrops that you can't see. Well, the smoke, there it goes. Two bombs, and the students are running back now. They really are moving back from those tear gas bombs.
Right.
Well, this is certainly the biggest demonstration. We've never had anything like this at San Jose State College, I think, in its 110 years.
This is true.
I wonder if this doesn't mean that the rules for freedom of speech on this campus mean exactly what the administration says they mean, that the students must tolerate the views of other people, including the freedom to express views contrary to their own. Well, the crowd has quieted down a little bit now. The police are out of sight of our camera. And it appears that they're backing up, and some people...
They're coming back to the administration building,
I can see some people, as a matter of fact, going over toward the library. Believe it or not, some students are still studying today. Danny, some of our men are down there covering this with tape recorders and cameras, is that right?
Yes, this is true.
So that we'll probably get the picture of what happened out of sight of our camera on a future SJS Report program. This is what happened at San Jose State on Monday, November 20th. It's one of the big events of the year. And the question will be, who made the wrong decision today? The Students for a Democratic Society and the Professors Against the War, or the administration? This is Gordon Greb, and that's SJS Reports.
This program was produced under the supervision and control of the Radio Television News Center at San Jose State College and was pre-recorded by the Instructional Television Center.